What if there were thousands more women than men? In Kazakhstan, this intriguing scenario is a reality, with women outnumbering men by nearly 533,000. This unique demographic balance creates fascinating dynamics in relationships and social interactions. With so many women looking for connections, it's no wonder that sincerity and respect are especially valued when winning hearts. In this cultural context, traditional gender roles may shift, offering women more opportunities to express their desires and assert their independence in the dating game. For men, this means a greater emphasis on genuine communication and understanding to stand out in a sea of choices. The relationships that flourish here often prioritize emotional intelligence and mutual respect over mere attraction. Interestingly, this environment can inspire a more profound bond as individuals seek not just partners, but true companions who appreciate their unique qualities. So, in a land where love is as plentiful as the stars in the sky, sincerity indeed becomes the most attractive quality. You won't believe this about Thailand's vibrant festivals. Thailand is a treasure trove of colorful celebrations, and each festival offers an unforgettable experience that dazzles the senses. One of the most spectacular events is the Lunar New Year in Chinatown, Bangkok, where streets become a kaleidoscope of red lanterns illuminating the night sky. Imagine lively lion dances parading through enthusiastic crowds, with the booming sound of fireworks creating a thrilling atmosphere. The scent of enticing street food fills the air as families come together to share their wishes for a prosperous year. Don't miss the Flower Festival in Chiang Mai, where the entire city transforms into a floral wonderland, bursting with colors and scents. Stunning floats, adorned with every imaginable bloom, parade through the streets while locals and tourists alike don traditional costumes, celebrating their culture with pride. Both festivals are more than just visual spectacles. They offer a rich, immersive experience in Thai heritage and community. These vibrant celebrations truly embody the spirit of Thailand and are essential for anyone venturing through this enchanting country. Why exactly does the US stick to Fahrenheit? In a world where Celsius has become the standard for temperature measurement, 5 countries bravely hold on to Fahrenheit: the Bahamas, Belize, the Cayman Islands, Palau, and the United States. It's interesting to consider why this is. Fahrenheit, created by Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit in the early 18th century, was once considered more precise for everyday use, particularly in weather forecasts. Americans might find it easier to gauge their comfort when they hear temperatures like 70 degrees instead of 21 degrees Celsius. Cultural habits play a big part too. Despite the global shift, many US citizens feel attached to Fahrenheit, viewing it as a part of their identity. Efforts to convert to Celsius have been met with resistance, as many people simply prefer what they know. So why not just embrace Celsius like most of the world? It looks like Fahrenheit is here to stay for now. Canada's lakes are a freshwater treasure trove. With an astounding 3 million lakes, Canada boasts more lakes than any other country combined. This incredible fact means that almost 60% of Canada's total area is covered by water. The sheer size and number of these lakes contribute to Canada holding 20% of the world's freshwater reserves. These sparkling lakes are not just beautiful, but they also play a crucial role in the ecosystem, supporting countless species of fish, birds, and other wildlife. In the summer, people flock to these pristine waters for activities like swimming, fishing, and kayaking, while in the winter they transform into magical settings for ice skating and snowshoeing. Not to mention, these lakes are vital for local communities, providing drinking water and supporting industries like tourism and fishing. So next time you think about the great outdoors, remember that Canada has some of the largest, cleanest sources of fresh water on the planet. Have you ever experienced the beauty of a Canadian lake? What if I told you Jim Carrey's tooth has a wild story? While filming the iconic comedy Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey made an unexpected revelation about his grin. During a scene, he temporarily had to remove a dental crown, exposing his chipped tooth, which he got from a childhood fight. This charming flaw became part of his quirky persona, adding authenticity to his goofy character, Lloyd Christmas. Carrey's willingness to show this imperfection not only made his performance more relatable, but also connected with audiences who appreciate genuine characters. He embraced his imperfections, reminding us that it's okay to have quirks, whether they're about our teeth or something else. Carrie's unique smile, built on a story of youthful adventure and a bit of mischief, turned into an essential aspect of his identity. Isn't it fascinating how a simple childhood incident can shape someone into a beloved star? Here's a wild fact about mussels. Mussels are more than just tasty treats. They act as vital indicators of water health. When mussel populations thrive, it's a clear sign that their aquatic environment is thriving too, suggesting that everything from the water quality to the surrounding ecosystem is in good shape. These amazing creatures filter water as they feed, helping to keep it clean and clear by removing pollutants and excess nutrients. However, if mussel numbers start to decline, it often points to problems like pollution or an ecological imbalance, warning us that something isn't right in the ecosystem. That makes mussels essential not just for their habitats, but also for maintaining the overall health of our environment. So the next time you see mussels, remember they're more than just a meal. They're guardians of our water's health. Did you know durian is the king of fruits? This unique title isn't just a nickname. It's a reflection of the fruit's cultural significance in Southeast Asia. Today, many people adore durian for its rich flavor and creamy texture, but its strong smell often leaves newcomers surprised or even a bit repulsed. Often described as having a scent reminiscent of rotten onions or gym socks, durian's aroma can fill a room. In fact, some hotels and public transport systems in countries like Thailand and Malaysia ban the fruit due to its potent odor. However, among locals, it's celebrated as a delicacy, enjoyed in desserts, shakes, and even savory dishes. Durians are packed with nutrients, including vitamins, potassium, and healthy fats, making them a nutritious choice. So while the smell might be a hurdle for some, for many, it's a heavenly reward worth embracing. If you ever travel to Southeast Asia, will you take the chance to try this famed fruit? Guess what really drives creativity in toys? The artist's father ingeniously crafted exact replicas of Vietnamese cars for his children using wood and traditional tools. But he didn't stop there. This is where artificial intelligence stepped in, as he incorporated plaster created by AI to enhance the toy-making process. This combination of old-school craftsmanship with cutting-edge technology resulted in toys that move like never before. Instead of simple static models, these cars can exhibit realistic movements, captivating kids and sparking their imaginations. The blending of art with modern innovation showcases how technology can breathe new life into traditional crafts. It's incredible to see how a father's love for his children and a clever use of AI can transform simple playthings into extraordinary creations. Who knew that toy cars could be a fusion of creativity, engineering, and technological advancement? Hard to believe, but African gray parrots can talk. These fascinating birds have earned a reputation for their remarkable intelligence, rivaling that of young children. Studies show that African gray parrots can learn over 200 words and use them accurately in conversations. This ability goes beyond simple mimicry. These clever creatures show understanding by responding contextually to questions and comments. For example, if you ask one about its favorite toy, it might not just repeat the word, but express excitement and describe how it plays with it. Their social nature contributes to this skill, as they thrive in environments where communication is encouraged. Owners often report that these parrots develop a rich vocabulary and can engage in witty banter, making them not just companions, but also playful conversationalists. Isn't it incredible how these feathered friends communicate in such a human-like way? Why does a dog paraglide with his owner? Meet Uka, the adventurous Samoyed who has captured hearts worldwide. Uka and his owner, French filmmaker Shams, create stunning memories as they glide through the skies together. But how did this remarkable pair start their thrilling journey? It all began with Uka learning the ropes in a playful way. By running between Shams' legs, he figured out how to take off safely. With encouragement, plenty of tasty treats, and time spent around the paraglider, Uka became completely at ease with flying. Now these two adventurers are living life as nomads, exploring breathtaking landscapes from an entirely different perspective. Their unique friendship soars higher than clouds, showing that with a bit of patience and trust, amazing things can happen. Who knew a Samoyed could become such a daring paraglider? Hard to believe, but Liechtenstein has no airport. Nestled in the stunning Alps, this tiny landlocked country is not only one of the smallest in Europe, but also lacks an airport due to its challenging mountainous terrain. Instead of hopping on a local flight, the residents of Liechtenstein typically travel 75 miles to Zurich Airport in Switzerland, where they can catch flights to countless global destinations. The transportation connections are excellent, with efficient rail and road networks making the journey relatively smooth and quick. This unique travel situation highlights how even in our modern world, geography can shape daily life in fascinating ways. By relying on nearby transportation hubs, the people of Liechtenstein have developed a travel routine that blends convenience with the charm of living in a stunning alpine landscape. How does a country thrive without an airport? What if you could see the moon differently? The moon appears upside down in the southern hemisphere compared to the northern hemisphere, and this fascinating twist leads to various interpretations of our celestial neighbor. When folks in Australia or South America gaze up at the moon, they notice its features are flipped. For example, craters that northern observers see on the top of the moon might appear at the bottom to those down south. This phenomenon isn't just a quirky visual trick, it's all about perspective, shaped by the curvature of our Earth. As we move between hemispheres, everything from the moon's shadows to its phases can seem to change dramatically. Next time you look up, think about how your vantage point affects what you see. Isn't it incredible that something as constant as the moon can look so different depending on where you stand on the globe? Prepare to be amazed by burger origins. Did you know that a single beef burger can come from meat sourced from over 100 different cows? That's right. When making ground beef, producers often blend meat from various animals to create a consistent flavor and texture that we all love. This technique helps ensure that each burger tastes similar, no matter where you buy it. Imagine the vast ranches and farms where these cows are raised, each contributing a piece of the pie, or should we say, the burger. While this method helps maintain quality, it also raises questions about meat production and traceability. How does blending impact the beef we eat, and what can we do to make informed choices? With rising interest in sustainable eating, it's essential to think about where our food comes from and the practices behind it. So the next time you enjoy a delicious burger, remember the journey of those cows. Let's uncover the truth about leatherback sea turtles. These magnificent creatures are the largest of all sea turtles, often weighing over a whopping 1,000 pounds. Leatherbacks are famous for their unique ability to dive to incredible depths, sometimes exceeding 4,000 feet in search of jellyfish, their favorite snack. However, these ocean giants face serious challenges in their fight for survival. Currently classified as endangered, leatherbacks are threatened by issues like bycatch, where they accidentally get caught in fishing nets, as well as pollution that affects their ocean habitats. Additionally, habitat destruction along coastlines where they nest poses a significant risk to their population. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure these majestic turtles can thrive in our oceans. Organizations work tirelessly to protect nesting beaches and reduce the factors that lead to bycatch. By raising awareness and supporting conservation initiatives, we can all play a part in preserving these incredible animals. Will you help protect the leatherback sea turtles and their ocean home? Guess what really drives a cow's milk production? Cows are remarkable animals. On average, a single dairy cow can produce around 24,000 pounds of milk each year. To put that in perspective, that's about 2,000 gallons. But how does this happen? It all starts with their diet. Cows are herbivores, primarily munching on grasses and hay, which are crucial for their health and milk production. They also consume special feed that's rich in nutrients. The cow's stomach is quite unique, having 4 compartments that help break down food efficiently. This process allows them to absorb all the necessary vitamins and minerals. When a cow gives birth to a calf, her milk production kicks into high gear, providing nourishment to her young while producing excess for us. Farmers play an essential role, ensuring the cows are well cared for, healthy, and stress-free, which keeps the milk flowing. Understanding the incredible journey from grass to milk will deepen your appreciation for the dairy products you enjoy daily. Isn't that fascinating? Have you ever wondered why the sun rules our solar system? The sun constitutes a staggering 99.89% of the entire solar system's mass, acting as the gravitational anchor that holds everything together. Imagine a giant magnet in space, pulling all the planets, moons, asteroids, and comets into orbit. This enormous ball of gas and plasma is about 330,000 times heavier than Earth, which means its gravity is incredibly strong. Without the sun, we wouldn't have the familiar seasonal changes, daylight, or even life as we know it. The energy it emits drives weather patterns on Earth, fuels photosynthesis in plants, and keeps our planet at just the right temperature to sustain life. The sheer size and mass of the sun make it a fascinating object of study, helping astronomers understand not only our solar system, but also the formation of other solar systems in the universe. So next time you bask in the sunlight, remember the immense power and importance of our sun. Is it really true that Kabwe is dangerous for kids? This small town in Zambia was once bustling as a lead mining center, but its past has left a troubling legacy. The ground in and around Kabwe now harbors dust infused with heavy metals like lead, which pose a serious threat to the health and development of children. Studies have shown that exposure to these toxins can significantly impair cognitive skills, hindering learning and memory. Additionally, children may experience mobility issues and vision problems as a result of this contamination. It's heartbreaking to think that a place once thriving economically might now hinder the bright futures of its young residents. Efforts to clean up and mitigate contamination are crucial, but awareness is just as important. Understanding the long-term impacts of lead exposure is vital, not only for the safety of Kabwe's children, but also for other communities facing similar risks. What steps can we take to protect these vulnerable kids from the dangerous legacy of mining? You might be surprised by financial status. Having no debt and a net worth of zero actually places you in a better position than 25% of the global population. This might sound counterintuitive in a world where wealth often seems tied to material possessions and financial investments, but it highlights an important truth about money management. The vast majority of people around the globe face substantial debt, whether from loans, credit cards, or mortgages. In fact, millions struggle just to make ends meet. By contrast, staying debt-free gives you a unique advantage and a sense of financial freedom that many desire. It means you're not beholden to lenders, which can be a major source of stress. Moreover, whether you're saving for future goals or simply enjoying life with fewer financial constraints, this stable position allows for peace of mind. So the next time you think about wealth, remember that financial health isn't just about numbers in a bank account. It's about freedom from debt and the ability to make choices without financial worry. Is it really true that creativity can be unleashed? The do-it-yourself lobotomy offers fascinating strategies aimed at breaking through mental barriers to boost creativity and problem-solving skills. The intriguing title works like a metaphor, inviting readers to reimagine their thought processes, much like a self-help guide reimagining the brain. It emphasizes that sometimes we need to let go of conventional thinking to tap into our inner genius. By employing unique techniques, such as changing your environment or viewing challenges from new angles, you can cultivate a mindset where innovation flourishes. This book resonates with anyone feeling stuck, urging them to reconsider their approach to both personal and professional obstacles. It's not about literal lobotomy, but about the figurative idea of clearing out outdated thinking patterns. Whether you're a student, artist, or simply someone eager to think differently, this book is an inspiring tool for anyone wanting to unlock their creative potential and find fresh solutions to old problems. Believe it or not, dogs smell 100,000 times better than us. This incredible fact highlights just how remarkable a dog's sense of smell is compared to ours. While humans have around 5 million olfactory receptors in their noses, dogs boast a staggering 300 million. This extraordinary sense allows dogs to detect scents from far away, helping them track down missing persons, find drugs, or even sniff out diseases like cancer. Interestingly, this powerful sense comes at a price. Dogs have only about 1/6 of the taste buds that humans do. This means they rely heavily on their sense of smell to explore their world and enjoy their food. As a result, a dog might not care as much about the taste of their dinner, but will be fascinated by the delicious smells emanating from it. So the next time your furry friend sniffs around, remember that they are experiencing a rich tapestry of scents that we can hardly begin to imagine. Isn't it amazing how differently we perceive our surroundings? Ever thought about why chess faced a royal ban? In the 16th century, King Philip II of Spain deemed chess a distraction for his subjects, worried it might divert their focus from more serious matters. The game, despite its strategic depth and rich history, was seen as a threat to his control over the kingdom. However, this ban didn't last long. Chess continued to thrive in various forms across Europe, captivating minds with its challenges and requiring wit and foresight. As more people fell in love with the game, its popularity surged, proving too powerful for any royal decree to suppress. Eventually, the ban was lifted, and chess became celebrated as a royal pastime and a symbol of intellectual prowess. Today, chess is not only a beloved game, but also recognized for its strategic and cognitive benefits, inspiring countless players around the world. Isn't it fascinating how a game can withstand the test of time and tyranny? Is it really true that butterflies taste with their feet? Yes, it's an amazing fact. Butterflies have a special way of enjoying their meals that's quite different from us. Instead of using their mouths to taste food, they have taste sensors on their feet. When a butterfly lands on a leaf, tiny sensors pick up the chemical signals from the plant. This unique method allows them to quickly determine whether a leaf is a tasty treat or not. Since butterflies often feed on nectar from flowers and gather nutrients from leaves, this foot-tasting superpower helps them find the best food sources. They can even gather information about their surroundings while perched, making them quite clever with their snacks. So next time you see a butterfly resting, remember it's not just pretty flapping wings, it's also a master taste tester right under its feet. Did you know that whale sharks live over 100 years? These gentle giants of the ocean are not only the largest fish in the world, but also surprisingly long-lived. Scientists discovered their impressive lifespan by examining growth rings in their vertebrae, much like counting tree rings. These rings revealed distinct spikes in radioactive isotopes that date back to Cold War nuclear testing in the 1950s. By using this method, researchers were able to determine the age of these magnificent creatures, confirming that some individuals can reach a century or more. Imagine swimming alongside a fish that has witnessed a century of ocean changes. Understanding whale sharks helps us learn how to protect them, as their populations are threatened by human activity. So the next time you think about sharks, remember the incredible life story of the whale shark and how crucial it is to safeguard our marine ecosystems. Can you believe a village hides in a volcano? Nestled within the rim of an extinct volcano, the village of Andringitra in Madagascar offers stunning views and a climate that feels just right. This unique location allows residents to experience a microclimate that is cooler and more temperate compared to the surrounding areas. The crater, with its towering walls and lush vegetation, creates a natural shelter for this small community. As you wander through the village, you'll encounter colorful homes, friendly locals, and a rich culture that has thrived for generations. The volcanic landscape not only provides breathtaking scenery, but also fertile soil, making it perfect for farming and growing local crops. Enriched by the diverse flora and fauna surrounding the crater, residents enjoy a living space that feels like a slice of paradise. This hidden gem in Madagascar showcases how nature and community can blend, resulting in a way of life that's harmonious with its environment. Wouldn't you love to visit such a remarkable place? Can curry really cut sheep emissions by 40%? Scientists recently discovered that a simple addition of curry to sheep feed can significantly reduce methane emissions from their flatulence by an impressive 40%. This surprising finding comes from research aimed at tackling the environmental impact of livestock farming, particularly methane, a potent greenhouse gas. When sheep digest their food, they produce methane, which contributes to climate change. By incorporating curry, which contains bioactive compounds, researchers have found a way to alter the digestive process, leading to less gas production. This innovative approach not only benefits the environment by reducing harmful emissions, but also showcases how small changes in animal diets can have a big impact. Imagine farmers around the world embracing this spice to create a healthier planet. Could this be the future of sustainable livestock farming? Curious about the origin of the word barbarian? The term barbarian has an interesting backstory that dates back to ancient Greece. For the Greeks, anyone who didn't speak their language was seen as foreign and strange. They thought foreign languages sounded like incomprehensible gibberish, specifically the repetitive sound bar, bar, bar. This perception led to the creation of the term barbarian to describe these non-Greek speakers. However, as time went by, the meaning of the word shifted dramatically. It became a derogatory term connoting not just a lack of language, but also a sense of uncivilized or brutal behavior, often used by the Greeks to refer to groups they considered less cultured or refined. This evolution of the word reflects deeper cultural attitudes in ancient societies, showcasing how language can develop stigma over time. Today, we often use barbarian to describe extreme roughness or lack of sophistication, but its roots remind us of how cultural pride can influence language and perceptions of others. Guess what creates a 25-hour time difference? Samoa and American Samoa are separated by just 220 kilometers, yet they live in completely different days. This unusual situation happens because they lie on opposite sides of the international dateline. As Earth spins on its axis, it creates a need for time zones, which are human-made systems designed to keep our schedules in sync. When Samoa decided to shift their time zone in 2011, it altered the locals' day-to-day lives significantly. Imagine celebrating New Year's Eve one day and just a short boat ride away, having friends in American Samoa still waiting to welcome the new year a full 25 hours later. This quirky instance highlights how our decisions about timekeeping can dramatically affect our daily experiences. Time isn't just a ticking clock. It reflects cultural, social, and political choices that influence how we perceive and live through each day. So next time you check the time, think about how it connects us all across the world, and yet can also create such intriguing divides. Twins brawl in womb. Who knew before birth could be this wild? Who knew before birth could be this wild? This fascinating event was captured in a viral ultrasound video showing two fetuses engaged in a playful fight. Filmed at just 14 weeks into the pregnancy, the ultrasound revealed the twins jostling and occasionally smacking each other with their tiny limbs. This isn't just a cute moment. It provides insight into the development of motor skills and social interactions even before birth. Researchers are amazed to find that such early behavior hints at the competitive nature that can emerge between siblings later in life. While the twins are still in the safety of their mother's womb, they're already beginning to interact with each other, showing that their rivalry is part of a natural process. This playful display opens up questions about fetal development and how important early experiences can be in shaping a person's future relationships. Isn't it incredible to think about the dynamics of siblings starting even before they enter the world? This just shows how complex and active life can be, even in the womb. Believe it or not, Baku is below sea level. This vibrant capital of Azerbaijan holds the impressive title of being the largest city in the world that sits below sea level at an amazing depth of 92 feet. Located on the western coast of the Caspian Sea, Baku's unique landscape creates a blend of architectural beauty and geological wonder. The city is famous for its stunning skyline, which features a mix of modern skyscrapers and ancient fortresses, showcasing its rich history and cultural significance. The low altitude means that visitors can enjoy a mild, often sunny climate, perfect for exploring the many parks and scenic waterfronts. Baku is also known for its bustling energy, with a vibrant nightlife and a thriving culinary scene that celebrates both local dishes and international flavors. Imagine strolling along the seaside promenade, where the sea sparkles below you, making the experience even more surreal. What other surprises does this extraordinary city hold for adventurous travelers? Prepare to be amazed by sea sponges' surprising history. For centuries, scientists believed these colorful ocean dwellers were plants due to their stationary lifestyle and simple appearance. However, everything changed in 1825 when researchers uncovered the truth about sea sponges. They are animals. This revelation came from studying how sponges feed and their unique cellular structure. Unlike plants, sponges lack chlorophyll and don't perform photosynthesis. Instead, they filter tiny particles from the water using specialized cells called choanocytes to draw in food. These fascinating creatures play a crucial role in marine ecosystems by helping maintain water quality and serving as habitats for various marine life. Isn't it incredible how something so simple can turn out to be an animal? Discovering the true nature of sea sponges opens up a whole new appreciation for these organisms and their vital contributions to ocean health. This might surprise you. Antarctica has incredibly dry valleys. The dry valleys in Antarctica rank among the driest places on our planet, with some regions getting less than 10 millimeters of precipitation each year. To put that in perspective, that's less rain than many deserts. The unique geography of the dry valleys, including steep mountains and ice-covered surfaces, helps to trap moisture, creating a hyper-arid environment. Despite their extreme dryness, these valleys are home to fascinating life forms, like resilient microbes that can thrive in tough conditions. Scientists explore these valleys to study how life survives where little rain falls, shedding light on possibilities for life beyond Earth. The harsh climate and stunning landscapes make the dry valleys not just a scientific wonder, but also a spectacular sight, attracting adventurous explorers and researchers alike. Who knew that such dryness could exist in the icy heart of Antarctica? Is the jackfruit really the largest fruit on Earth? This massive tropical fruit can surprise anyone with its incredible size. The jackfruit can weigh up to 55 kilograms, which is about the weight of a small dog. Measuring up to 90 centimeters long, it's an eye-catching sight hanging from trees in countries like India, Bangladesh, and Thailand. Jackfruits have a spiky green exterior that gives way to a sweet, fibrous yellow flesh inside, making it not only astonishingly large but also delicious. Many people enjoy it raw in fruit salads, while others cook the unripe green jackfruit as a meat substitute in savory dishes. This versatility has made jackfruit increasingly popular in vegetarian and vegan cooking. Did you know that just one ripe jackfruit can feed a whole family? With its remarkable size and rich nutritional benefits, jackfruit continues to gain attention worldwide. So next time you think about fruit, remember the jackfruit, the heavyweight champion of the fruit world. You won't believe the Hotmail hack from 1999. In a shocking discovery, hackers revealed a significant security flaw in Hotmail that allowed anyone to access accounts using the simple password IQ. This incident highlighted just how fragile internet security was back in the late 90s. Many people were just starting to use email and often didn't understand the importance of strong passwords. Companies like Hotmail, which was among the first web-based email services, were racing to get user bases while struggling to protect sensitive information. The vulnerability not only led to mass panic among users, but also emphasized the urgent need for better security protocols. As a result, tech companies began investing heavily in encryption and more sophisticated security measures to safeguard user accounts. This hack served as a wake-up call, teaching both users and providers about the importance of choosing complex passwords and continually improving their online safety efforts. It paved the way for today's more secure online environments. But can we ever be completely safe from hackers? Believe it or not, light can slow down. When you think about light, you probably imagine it zooming through space at about 300,000 kilometers per second. However, light doesn't always travel at this incredible speed. In fact, it slows down when it passes through different materials, such as water or glass. Imagine a busy highway filled with cars. When traffic is light, vehicles zip along at high speeds. But when there are roadblocks or congestion, everything slows down. The same principle applies to light. For instance, in water, light travels at around 225,000 kilometers per second. still fast, but noticeably slower than in a vacuum. This slowing down occurs because light interacts with the particles in the material, which affects its speed. Understanding this fascinating behavior helps scientists develop technologies like fiber optics, which rely on light traveling through glass for communication. Isn't it amazing how even something as fast as light can hit a speed bump? Guess what really drives movie magic in London? At the Prince Charles Cinema, a unique group of volunteers takes on the role of silent ninjas, ensuring moviegoers have an uninterrupted experience. These dedicated volunteers blend into the shadows, dressed in ninja attire, ready to swoop in and address any disruptions. Imagine watching an epic film and suddenly spotting a ninja gliding down the aisle. Their mission is simple yet vital: keep the atmosphere focused and enjoyable for everyone. These ninjas are trained to intervene quietly and effectively, minimizing distractions without causing a scene. Patrons appreciate this quirky initiative, knowing that their cinematic adventure is protected by these stealthy guardians. Plus, it adds a fun twist to the experience. So the next time you visit the Prince Charles Cinema, keep an eye out for these surprising protectors of film enjoyment. After all, they're there to make your movie night unforgettable. Did you know astronauts age differently in space? This might surprise you. While many people believe that astronauts age slower in space due to a phenomenon called time dilation, this effect is incredibly tiny and often overshadowed by other factors. Time dilation occurs because of Einstein's theory of relativity, which indicates that time can move slower at high speeds. However, space travel subjects astronauts to harsher realities, including higher levels of radiation and grueling physical conditions. This increased radiation exposure can lead to DNA damage and a higher risk of cancer, while physical challenges like muscle atrophy and bone density loss can accelerate certain aging processes. So even though time might tick a bit slower for them, the tough environment of space can counteract those minor benefits, making it a complex picture of aging in the cosmos. Mozzarella cheese is a global favorite, but why? This delightful cheese originates from Italy and has captured the hearts and taste buds of people all around the world. Known for its soft, creamy texture and mild flavor, mozzarella is especially famous as the star ingredient in dishes like pizza and caprese salad. Did you know that it's even used in various cuisines beyond Italian cooking? From sandwiches in the United States to casseroles in Mexico, mozzarella finds its way into countless meals. The cheese is made from the milk of water buffaloes or cows, and its unique stretching ability is what makes it so special. As mozzarella becomes the most consumed cheese globally, it's interesting to see how this humble ingredient has evolved over centuries, adapting to different cultures and tastes. Have you tried fresh mozzarella? Its creamy goodness is truly an experience worth savoring. What if I told you your stomach is a superhero? The human stomach surprises us with its remarkable ability to renew its inner lining every few days. This incredible process protects the stomach from the harsh environment created by powerful digestive acids, which are essential for breaking down food. Think about it. Every time you eat, your stomach releases acids that can be strong enough to dissolve metal. To keep itself safe, it replaces its entire lining regularly, ensuring that you can enjoy your meals without harm. The process is like having a fresh layer of armor ready to defend against the corrosive effects of digestion. And it doesn't take long. New cells are constantly working hard to replace old ones. This ongoing renewal is crucial for maintaining a healthy digestive system and preventing ulcers. Isn't it amazing how our bodies work to protect us every day? Experience art like never before at Team Lab Borderless. This incredible museum, located in Japan, redefines what we think about art by fusing it with technology in an exciting way. Unlike traditional galleries where you merely observe, here art comes alive as you move through it. The digital displays change and respond to your actions, transforming the space into an interactive wonderland. Imagine walking through a room where flowers bloom at your feet or colors swirl around you as you touch the surfaces. This immersive environment encourages everyone from kids to adults to engage and explore their creativity in ways you wouldn't expect. Team Lab Borderless isn't just a museum, it's an experience that makes you part of the artwork itself. Visitors often leave feeling inspired, energized, and connected to art like never before. If you ever find yourself in Japan, this museum is a must-visit for anyone who loves art or simply wants to explore something new and exciting. What will you discover in this boundaryless world of art? Why exactly does Keene celebrate giant pumpkins every year? This charming town in New Hampshire transforms into a pumpkin paradise each fall during its annual pumpkin festival. The event attracts thousands of visitors who come to see impressive displays and cheer on competitors in the quest to grow the largest pumpkin in the world. In 2019, the festival hit a high note when a massive pumpkin tipped the scales at over 2,204 pounds, setting a record that amazed everyone. With a local population of just about 24,000 people, Keene becomes a lively hub filled with more than 30,000 pumpkins, showcasing the creativity and community spirit of its residents. The festival not only features the mind-blowing size of pumpkins, but also includes fun activities, delicious food, and festive entertainment for families. Visitors can admire intricate pumpkin carvings, join in on games, and even sample pumpkin-flavored goodies. This vibrant festival highlights the wonderful creativity and togetherness that can bring a small town to life. So if you're ever in the area, make sure to experience this unique celebration. What if I told you DNA holds emotional stories? Recent research shows that our life experiences can actually make changes to our DNA, embedding emotional memories right into our genetic code. This fascinating process means that the stress or joy you feel might not just stay with you, it could also affect your children or even grandchildren. Scientists have discovered that epigenetics, which involves chemical changes in DNA that do not affect the genetic sequence itself, plays a crucial role in this transmission of experiences. Imagine passing down not just traits like eye color, but also the emotional legacies of your life. So if your ancestors faced hardships or joys, those experiences could leave invisible imprints on your DNA, shaping who you are and how you respond to the world. Isn't it amazing to think our genes might contain echoes of the past? Why exactly does a neutron star collision create gold? When two neutron stars, incredibly dense remnants of massive stars, crash into each other, they unleash a spectacular explosion known as a kilonova. This cosmic event is not only visually stunning, but also incredibly significant. It's responsible for creating many of the universe's heavy metals, including gold. During the collision, the intense conditions lead to rapid nucleosynthesis, where atomic particles fuse to form heavier elements. In fact, a single kilonova can produce an astounding amount of gold, potentially equivalent to several Earths in mass. These precious materials then spread throughout space, enriching the cosmic environment and eventually finding their way into planets and even us. So the gold in your jewelry may actually have originated from deep space. Isn't it amazing to think about the cosmic connections behind the elements we cherish? Did you know pizza's roots go back thousands of years? The delicious dish we love today actually has a fascinating history. While modern pizza, with its signature tomato sauce and gooey cheese, originated in Naples, Italy, the idea of flatbreads topped with various ingredients dates back to ancient times. Egyptians, Greeks, and Persians all enjoyed their own versions of these early pizzas. For example, the Greeks made a flatbread called plakos, topped with herbs, onions, and garlic. In Persia, soldiers used flatbreads as plates to hold their meals. These ancient cultures paved the way for what we now recognize as pizza. The combination of bread and toppings evolved, and in the late 18th century, the classic Neapolitan pizza was born, with fresh tomatoes and mozzarella brought together to create a timeless favorite. So next time you enjoy a slice, remember that its story stretches back to ancient civilizations. Meet Miracle Millie, the tiniest dog on Earth. Standing at a mere 9.65 centimeters, 3.8 inches tall, and weighing just 500 grams, 1.1 pounds, Miracle Millie is a Chihuahua from Puerto Rico who has earned her place in the Guinness World Records as the smallest living dog by height. Born in 2011, she was so tiny that her owners had to use an eyedropper to feed her during her early days. Despite her small size, Miracle Millie has a big personality and has captured the hearts of many dog lovers around the globe. Her remarkable story showcases not only her determination to thrive, but also the love and care her owners provided. This little pup serves as a reminder that size doesn't determine one's spirit. How does such a tiny dog live a full life? With plenty of love, attention, and a little creativity from her family, Miracle Millie proves that big things can come in small packages. Can you imagine a day longer than a year? Mercury, the closest planet to Earth, has an astonishing time structure that leaves many of us scratching our heads. A single day on Mercury lasts 176 Earth days, while its year, the time it takes to orbit the Sun, is only about 88 Earth days. This peculiar pattern occurs because Mercury's rotation on its axis is incredibly slow compared to its quick orbit around the Sun. While we zip through our daily routines, Mercury takes its time, resulting in long, drawn-out days lit by the Sun. So when the Sun sets on this rocky planet, it remains dark for a significant stretch. Can you picture what it feels like to experience such elongated days and nights? It's a wild world out there in our solar system, showcasing just how different planets can be, even the one closest to us. Amazing beetle names. Did you know this fun fact? The beetle genus Platypus has a unique twist in its history. This genus was named way back in 1775, long before people classified the famous duck-billed platypus. Can you imagine the confusion? To keep things clear, scientists decided to give the duck-billed platypus a whole new name, Ornithorhynchus. It's fascinating how naming conventions work in the world of science. The beetle got its name because of the word's Greek roots, platus meaning flat and paus meaning foot, which describes the insect's shape. Meanwhile, the duck-billed platypus name, combining Greek and Latin, literally translates to bird snout. This little mix-up shows how scientific names can evolve over time and highlights the importance of clear communication among researchers. So next time you hear the term platypus, remember it refers to a beetle, not just the adorable aquatic creature. Did you know surgery existed before anesthesia was invented? For centuries, ancient healers undertook surgical procedures without the comfort of anesthesia, leading to extraordinarily brave acts of medicine. Archaeological evidence reveals that even the Egyptians performed surgeries as early as 3000 BCE, conducting procedures like trepanation, where they would drill holes into the skull to relieve pressure or treat head injuries. Imagine the courage it took for patients to lie down for surgery in such conditions. During the Middle Ages, surgery often relied on the use of herbal remedies or alcohol to numb pain vaguely, but there was no reliable method for truly relieving suffering. Surgeons had to be quick and skilled, knowing that their patients' endurance was put to the test with each operation. The introduction of anesthesia in the 1840s marked a revolutionary turning point in surgical practice, allowing for more complex operations and drastically improving patient comfort. This transition not only changed the landscape of surgery, but also shaped modern medicine. Can you imagine the difference it made for both doctors and patients? Guess what really drives changes in breast sizes? A recent study involving 60,000 participants has revealed an intriguing shift in the average breast size of American women, soaring from 34B to a whopping 34DD. This exciting increase of about 3 full sizes poses questions about fashion, health, and social perceptions. But what factors are contributing to this change? Many experts suggest that lifestyle choices, including diet and exercise, have a big role to play. With more women focusing on health and fitness than ever before, it's possible that these habits are influencing body shapes. Additionally, societal pressures and media representation may also push women towards certain beauty standards, leading to this change in average size. Furthermore, advancements in bra technology have improved fit and comfort, encouraging more women to embrace diverse sizes confidently. As body positivity continues to gain traction, these shifts reflect not just anatomical changes, but also evolving ideals surrounding beauty and self-acceptance. What do you think about these trends? Let's explore Germany's innovative thermal capsules for the homeless. In 2020, the Ernest Project introduced a remarkable solution to protect homeless individuals from the biting cold of winter. These thermal capsules are specially designed shelters that offer a warm, safe place to stay when temperatures plummet. What makes these capsules stand out is their evolution through advanced technology. They've been upgraded to include solar panels, which provide renewable energy, as well as enhanced connectivity options. This means that people staying in the capsules can access resources online, keeping them informed and connected. By directly addressing the urgent need for winter shelter, Germany not only offers warmth, but also a sense of dignity to those in need. The project highlights how innovation and compassion can work hand in hand to create impactful solutions in our society. As the capsules continue to provide refuge, they also demonstrate the possibility of creating sustainable shelters that can adapt to changing needs. Could this be a model for other countries facing similar challenges? You might be shocked to learn that Mali struggles. Despite its vibrant culture and history, Mali is among the poorest countries in the world. With bustling markets, diverse traditions, and stunning landscapes, one would expect prosperity, yet around 70% of Mali's population survives on less than $1 a day. This stark reality paints a different picture, highlighting widespread poverty and economic challenges. Only a mere 10% of the people earn more than $2 a day, making it difficult to afford basic necessities like food, clean water, and healthcare. This situation has deep roots in decades of political instability, conflict, and climate change, which have hindered economic growth and development. The people of Mali are incredibly resilient, working hard to improve their lives and communities. However, without significant support and sustainable solutions, it remains tough for many Malians to escape this cycle of poverty. Did you know France protects after-work email time? This unique law, known as the right to disconnect, ensures that employees aren't disturbed by work-related emails outside of their regular hours. Passed in 2017, this legislation aims to promote a healthier work-life balance and reduce stress among workers. By limiting after-hours communication, employees can truly unwind and enjoy their personal time without the pressure of checking work emails. Many companies in France have embraced this change, creating policies that respect their staff's personal time while still maintaining productivity during office hours. This law highlights a growing recognition that constant connectivity can lead to burnout. So next time you finish your workday, you might want to think about how refreshing it would feel to completely disconnect, just like many employees in France are now able to do. Is it really true that agriculture fuels climate change? While we often blame cars and factories, the reality is that agriculture plays a huge role too. For example, cows are notorious for producing methane, a greenhouse gas that is actually 25 times more powerful than carbon dioxide in trapping heat in our atmosphere. This means that our favorite burgers and dairy products contribute significantly to global warming. Additionally, deforestation accelerates climate change by eliminating trees that naturally absorb carbon dioxide. When forests are cut down, not only do we lose vital carbon sinks, but the act of cutting trees can release even more greenhouse gases. Tackling climate change effectively means we need to look beyond just the transportation industry. It requires action across various sectors, including agriculture and waste management, to truly make a difference in curbing this pressing issue. This might surprise you, Sahara's thriving plant life. Despite being one of the harshest places on Earth, the Sahara Desert is home to over 500 unique plant species, showcasing nature's incredible adaptability. Plants like acacia trees and date palms have developed remarkable strategies to survive with very little water. For instance, many of these plants have deep root systems that reach underground water sources, while others feature thick, waxy leaves that minimize water loss. This resilient floral community not only survives but also supports a rich ecosystem that sustains various animals and the nomadic peoples of the region. Nomads rely on these plants for food and shelter as they navigate this vast arid landscape. Understanding how life flourishes in such extreme conditions highlights the amazing resilience of nature and its ability to adapt. How do these plants inspire our approaches to drought and conservation? This might surprise you. Airplane air is super clean. Did you know that the air inside an airplane is filtered to a level that rivals hospitals? Thanks to high-efficiency particulate air, HEPA, filters, nearly all bacteria and airborne particles are removed from the cabin air. These filters capture 99.97% of particles, including allergens and viruses, making the air passengers breathe much cleaner than in many indoor environments. As air circulates through the plane, it is refreshed every few minutes, ensuring that you're inhaling fresh air throughout your flight. Many passengers worry about germs while flying, but this advanced filtration system significantly reduces those concerns. Next time you're thousands of feet in the air, remember that you're breathing air that is meticulously cleaned, often cleaner than much of what you find on the ground. Isn't that reassuring? Did you know the saltwater crocodile has a powerful bite? This incredible reptile boasts the strongest documented bite force of any animal on the planet. When it snaps its massive jaws shut, it can exert immense pressure, reaching over 3,700 pounds per square inch. That's stronger than a lion's bite. This astonishing ability allows saltwater crocodiles to capture and subdue large prey like buffalo and even sharks. With their powerful jaws, they can not only crush bones, but also hold on to their prey with terrifying strength. These fearsome predators can be found in brackish waters and coastal areas across Southeast Asia to Australia. Their powerful bite is a significant advantage in their aquatic environment, helping them dominate the food chain. Not surprisingly, many animals steer clear of this apex predator. Observing these creatures in their natural habitat illuminates their role as vital players in the ecosystem, showcasing the impressive diversity of life on Earth. Imagine witnessing the raw power of a saltwater crocodile in action. What other extraordinary animal abilities have you heard about? Are you ready to talk about passing gas? On average, a person releases gas between 14 to 23 times daily, a routine part of our body's natural functions. This happens as your digestive system breaks down food, producing gases that need to be expelled for comfort and health. While many of us might find it embarrassing to mention, passing gas is actually a sign of a well-functioning digestive system. Foods high in fiber like beans and broccoli can increase gas production. So next time you enjoy a hearty meal with these foods, remember that your body is just doing its job. It might seem funny or awkward, but this process helps prevent discomfort caused by bloating or pressure in your stomach. Our bodies continuously work to balance the gases created during digestion, aiming for a healthy gut. So, rather than feeling ashamed, embrace this natural occurrence. Understanding this can help us appreciate the amazing complexities of our bodies. Why not share this with friends and see how many times they admit to it each day? This might surprise you. Hummingbirds can really slow down. These tiny birds have a fascinating way of handling their immense energy needs. During the day, hummingbirds are famous for their fast, flitting movements as they dart between flowers, sipping nectar. This requires an incredible amount of energy, and to balance this out, they enter a remarkable state of extreme energy conservation while sleeping. When it's time to rest, their heart rates drop significantly, sometimes to just a few beats per minute. This slowdown is crucial because it helps them save energy. Imagine being so tiny and still working so hard all day. It's almost like flipping a switch from hyperactive to hibernation. This unique ability allows hummingbirds to recharge for another busy day of foraging and flying. How do they manage such drastic changes in activity? Their incredible biology is the answer. This might surprise you. Blind people see nothing. Unlike what many may think, completely blind individuals do not experience blackness at all. Rather, they encounter a complete absence of visual input. This phenomenon is hard for those who can see to grasp, as imagining a lack of sight is challenging. It's similar to trying to visualize something from the back of your head. Impossible, right? For many sighted people, darkness conjures up images and shapes. But for the blind, there's no concept of visual experience whatsoever. This understanding reshapes common perspectives on blindness, inviting us to empathize with what they face daily. Think about it. While we see vibrant colors, landscapes, and faces, blind individuals navigate their world using other senses, like touch, hearing, and smell. Realizing this can foster deeper respect and understanding. Everyone's experience of life differs dramatically, and acknowledging these differences can make us more compassionate toward one another. Isn't it fascinating to consider how diverse perception can truly be? Here's a wild fact about the hagfish. This intriguing creature is a unique vertebrate that bafflingly has a skull but no spine. Instead of bones, its body is made up mostly of cartilage, making it flexible and quite different from most fish we know. One of the hagfish's most fascinating features is its ability to produce an enormous amount of mucus when it feels threatened. When a predator gets too close, the hagfish generates this slimy substance, which can fill the water around it. Within seconds, the water becomes a thick, slippery barrier, making it difficult for attackers to grab or swallow it. This clever defense mechanism not only helps the hagfish escape danger, but also plays a role in its unique feeding habits. The hagfish is known to be a scavenger, feeding on dead and decaying creatures on the ocean floor. With its slimy tricks and unusual body structure, the hagfish sure knows how to survive in the depths of the sea. Isn't nature fascinating? Ever seen daredevils dance with fireworks in Mexico? In a vibrant Mexican town, a thrilling and dangerous spectacle unfolds during local festivals called Las Castillos and La Quema de Torritos. Pyrotechnicians, who are experts in handling fireworks, climb towering structures packed with lit explosives. As they ascend, these skilled artists spin and twirl among bursting rockets, creating a mesmerizing display of light and sound. Meanwhile, brave participants run beneath the towering displays, dodging sparks and explosions for the sake of thrill and tradition. This heart-pounding event not only entertains spectators, but also reflects the rich culture and artistry involved in Mexican festivities. Imagine being surrounded by brilliant flashes in the exhilarating atmosphere. It's both exhilarating and nerve-wracking. However, safety is paramount. While this event attracts many daring souls, the pyrotechnicians are trained to manage the risks involved. The fiery dance captivates onlookers and offers a unique glimpse into Mexico's passionate celebration of life, community, and courage. Would you dare to join in on this explosive excitement? Ever thought carrots could turn your skin orange? It's surprisingly true that consuming large amounts of carrots can lead to a condition known as carotenemia. This happens because carrots are packed with beta-carotene, a pigment that gives them their vibrant color. When you eat too many carrots, the beta-carotene begins to accumulate in your body and can tint your skin an orange hue. This condition is generally harmless and usually goes away after reducing carrot intake. It's a fascinating example of how our diet impacts our appearance, truly illustrating the old saying, "You are what you eat." While most people need to eat an overwhelming amount of carrots for this to happen, think about several pounds each day. It's a good reminder of how important moderation is in our nutrition. So while carrots are healthy and delicious, it might be wise to balance them with other colorful veggies. Have you ever noticed this unexpected skin change from your favorite snacks? Did you know neurons can transmit signals super fast? Neurons in our brain are remarkable cells that communicate with each other at astonishing speeds, reaching up to 268 miles per hour, 431 kilometers per hour. This rapid transmission is essential for everything we do, from moving our muscles to processing emotions and thoughts. When neurons send electrical signals, they create a connection, allowing our bodies to react almost instantly to things around us. However, if something interrupts this communication, it can lead to serious problems. For instance, conditions like epilepsy arise when these signals are disrupted, causing seizures that can affect a person's daily life. Understanding how neurons work sheds light on these neurological issues and emphasizes the importance of healthy brain function. Researchers are constantly studying these speedy messengers to find ways to alleviate and treat disorders related to neuron communication. Isn't it fascinating that such tiny cells can affect how we live and interact every day? Did you know Georgia is the peanut capital? This southern state stands out as the leading peanut-producing region in the United States, attributed to its perfect blend of warm climate and fertile soil. Each year, Georgia proudly contributes nearly half of all the peanuts grown in the country. The warm temperatures provide ideal growing conditions, while the nutrient-rich earth helps peanuts thrive. Farmers work tirelessly to cultivate these valuable crops, supporting local economies and the agricultural community at large. Besides being a key ingredient in delicious foods like peanut butter, peanuts also play an important role in crop rotation, helping to enrich the soil. So next time you enjoy a peanut butter sandwich, remember the hardworking farmers in Georgia who make it all possible. What makes Georgia's peanut farming so successful? Prepare to be amazed by Suriname's uniqueness. Suriname is the smallest independent nation in South America, both in land area and population. Nestled on the continent's northeastern coast, this gem covers just about 163,000 square kilometers, making it even smaller than some U.S. states. With around 600,000 residents, Suriname stands out not only for its size, but also for its rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and natural beauty. Diverse groups including indigenous peoples, Afro-Surinamese, East Indians, and Javanese live together, making it one of the most multicultural nations. The capital, Paramaribo, showcases beautiful colonial architecture and bustling markets. Suriname is also home to stunning rainforests, which occupy about 90% of the country, teeming with wildlife and serving as a crucial part of the Amazon rainforest ecosystem. So, are you ready to explore this tiny but vibrant nation? This might surprise you. Potatoes were feared in Europe. When potatoes first arrived on the continent in the late 16th century, people were suspicious of this new food. Many believed that eating potatoes could lead to diseases like leprosy or cause other health issues. This negative view was fueled by their strange appearance, resembling the roots of some poisonous plants. However, everything began to change thanks to the efforts of a brave pharmacist named Antoine Augustin Parmentier. He tirelessly promoted the potato, showcasing its nutritional benefits and even hosting public dinners where people could taste delicious potato dishes. Gradually, the public started to see potatoes in a new light, celebrating them as a valuable food source. Today, we can't imagine our meals without them, and they are essential to cuisines around the world. Can you believe how misunderstood they were at first? Believe it or not, the Hanja Nuntachi is massive. This extraordinary sword measures about 15.2 feet in length and weighs a staggering 165 pounds, making it one of the largest swords in the world. Crafted in Japan during the Edo period, the Hanja Nuntachi was not designed for battle like most swords. Instead, it served a spiritual purpose, symbolizing the repulsion of evil and encouraging a peaceful society. Imagine someone wielding a blade that stretches longer than a car and weighs as much as a hefty person. The craftsmanship involved in creating such a monumental weapon showcases the artistry and skill of Japanese swordsmiths. While you might think of swords as instruments of war, this majestic blade reflects a different philosophy, focusing on harmony and protection. Today, the Hanja Nuntachi stands as a historical artifact, reminding us of Japan's rich cultural history and the deeper meanings behind its traditions. What do you think about a sword meant for peace instead of battle? Can you believe Einstein's eyes were stored away? After Albert Einstein's death, an intriguing decision was made regarding his remains. His ophthalmologist, Henry Abram, received Einstein's eyes as part of the autopsy process. This unexpected act stirred controversy, as Einstein's family had not fully approved the preservation of such a significant part of him. The story doesn't end there. Abram, who passed away in 2009, kept these precious eyes in a safe deposit box. Imagine being the custodian of the eyes of one of the greatest scientific minds in history. Reports suggest that his eyes are still housed in a bank somewhere in the city, tucked away in a vault like a piece of treasured memorabilia. This raises intriguing questions about ethics surrounding the treatment of bodies after death and the complexities of consent. Should a person's remains be treated as historical artifacts, or do families have the right to decide their fate? As science and morality intertwine, this story serves as a pivotal moment in history, highlighting both our fascination with genius and the delicate balance of personal legacy. What if I told you koalas have a unique parenting trick? To keep their adorable little ones safe from the harmful effects of eucalyptus leaves, which are tough to digest and can be toxic, koala mothers resort to an unusual but fascinating method. After giving birth, they carefully feed their babies a special type of feces, often called pap. This may sound strange, but it's actually packed with essential microbes that help newborn koalas develop a strong immune system. These beneficial bacteria prepare their tiny guts for the eucalyptus diet they will soon be introduced to. By consuming this pap, the joeys get a head start in building immunity against the toxins in eucalyptus leaves, allowing them to thrive as they grow. So the next time you think about koalas munching on their favorite leaves, consider the clever ways their mothers ensure they're eating safely and staying healthy. Let's uncover the truth about selfies in Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, it's illegal to take selfies in front of Buddha idols or display Buddha tattoos. This law reflects the deep cultural and religious significance of Buddhism in the country, where around 70% of the population practices this faith. The government instituted these regulations to protect the dignity and sanctity of Buddha representations, as many believe that such actions can be disrespectful. Not only are tourists and locals alike subject to these laws, but violators might face serious penalties, including fines or even imprisonment. Sri Lanka is home to many stunning and sacred sites, such as the Temple of the Tooth and various ancient stupas. Respecting local customs and beliefs when traveling is vital, so if you visit this beautiful island, remember to appreciate its rich heritage without crossing any boundaries. Are you ready to explore Sri Lanka mindfully? Guess what really drives Samoyeds to smile? The Samoyed breed is known not just for their fluffy white coats, but for their incredibly friendly personalities. These dogs are often seen with a broad, cheerful grin, and that's not just for show. Samoyeds were originally bred by the Samoyedi people in Siberia to help herd reindeer and pull sleds. Their amiable nature makes them great companions, but it also means they're not cut out for guarding. Instead of barking fiercely or attacking intruders, Samoyeds often greet potential dangers with a happy growl and a wagging tail. This light-hearted approach can be charming, but it's not ideal for a security dog. So if you're looking for a watchdog, you might want to select a different breed. But if you desire a joyful friend who will brighten your days, a Samoyed is the perfect buddy. How can you resist that smile? Is it really true that Graham died from an opium enema? Sylvester Graham, a 19th century health reformer, became famous for advocating clean eating and vegetarianism. He strongly opposed alcohol, meat, and even white bread, believing they led to a plethora of health issues. His ideas shaped early American dietary habits, with many people adopting his vegetarian lifestyle in hopes of achieving better health. However, Graham's life took a tragic turn. He passed away at just 57 years old due to complications from an opium enema, a treatment he likely believed would help with his ailments. This twist adds a layer of irony to his life, as he devoted himself to promoting health while turning to a controversial remedy that ultimately contributed to his demise. It makes one wonder how his legacy has influenced modern health movements and perceptions of dietary choices. Prepare to be amazed by Kentucky's bathing law. In the 1800s, Kentucky made headlines by passing a law that required every citizen to bathe at least once a year. This remarkable legislation came at a time when many people believed that regular bathing was not only unnecessary, but could even be harmful. The law aimed to tackle the significant public health issues of that era, when sanitation practices were still evolving and hygiene was often overlooked. By mandating annual baths, Kentucky took a bold step toward promoting cleanliness and improving the health of its citizens. This quirky law reflects societal attitudes toward personal hygiene and shows how far we've come regarding health awareness. Can you imagine living in a time when bathing was considered optional? This law serves as a fascinating glimpse into the past, illustrating how fundamental changes in hygiene standards have shaped our modern lives. What if wormholes could shorten space travel? Imagine zooming across the universe in just 3 to 4 months instead of taking millions of years. This astonishing idea comes from the concept of a wormhole, a theoretical shortcut in space that can bend the very fabric of the cosmos. Wormholes, supported by the brilliant mind of Albert Einstein and his theories of relativity, might allow for instantaneous travel between two distant points in space. It's hard to envision, but picture traveling 1 billion kilometers, a distance so vast it's difficult to fathom. While conventional travel at the speed of light would take eons, Scientists believe that wormholes could revolutionize our understanding of the universe. Although they currently exist only in the realm of theoretical physics, the implications of wormholes could change our future, opening doors to faraway galaxies and untold discoveries. As we dive deeper into the mysteries of space, could wormholes become our ticket to exploring the stars? Prepare to be amazed by pandas' bamboo diet. Did you know that giant pandas eat a whopping 80 pounds of bamboo each day? These adorable black and white bears have a specialized diet that primarily consists of this tough, fibrous plant. Since bamboo is low in nutrients, these gentle giants must munch on it constantly to get enough energy. Their day is filled with chewing, as they spend about 12 hours eating and foraging. Interestingly, pandas don't use any condiments or fancy ingredients, just pure, fresh bamboo. In fact, their strong jaws and teeth are specifically adapted to crush the tough stalks, making it easier for them to enjoy their meals. Even though bamboo is their main dish, pandas will occasionally eat other plants or small animals. Yet bamboo remains their favorite. Isn't it incredible to think about how these wonderful creatures have adapted to thrive in a habitat that relies so heavily on one type of food? Why exactly does the universe love red dwarf stars? Red dwarf stars are the dazzling champions of the cosmos, making up about 75% of all stars in our universe. These stars are small, dim, and surprisingly long-lived, with some predicted to burn for an astonishing 10 trillion years. This incredible lifespan far surpasses our sun's expected life of around 10 billion years. Red dwarfs shine by burning hydrogen slowly and steadily in their cores, which keeps them cool and stable over vast stretches of time. Although they're hard to spot with the naked eye, their abundance makes them prime candidates in the hunt for exoplanets and possible alien life. Scientists are particularly interested in these stars because their long lifespans provide ample time for life to potentially develop on orbiting planets. With so many red dwarfs sprinkled across the galaxy, they may hold secrets to understanding more about our universe and the existence of life beyond Earth. You might be shocked to learn that hippos have powerful bites. The hippopotamus boasts the strongest bite force of any mammal, applying a staggering pressure of around 1,800 pounds per square inch. This hefty bite isn't just for show, it's crucial for their survival. Hippos primarily munch on grasses, but when they feel threatened, their formidable jaws can easily crush bones, which is why they're often regarded as one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Despite their hulking size and seemingly docile nature, they can be incredibly aggressive, especially when protecting their territory or young. Hippos can run surprisingly fast on land and are strong swimmers in water, making them formidable foes. Their incredible bite shows that it's not just size but also strength that can make an animal truly powerful. So, next time you think of muscle, remember the hippo. What other surprises does nature hold? Dreaming of a private racetrack vacation? Drift Mansion in the United States offers an extraordinary experience for motorsport lovers. This exclusive Airbnb isn't just about luxurious beds and beautiful decor. It features a full private racetrack right on its grounds. Imagine waking up to the sound of engines revving and having the freedom to race your own car or even rent one on site. The mansion is designed for comfort, with spacious rooms, stunning views, and top-notch amenities, all while being surrounded by the thrill of high-speed racing. Whether you're a seasoned driver or a curious novice, this unique retreat promises excitement and unforgettable memories. Plus, it's perfect for hosting friends, family, or fellow enthusiasts who share your passion. So are you ready to hit the track and enjoy a weekend filled with adrenaline and luxury? Believe it or not, someone tried to sue God. In a bizarre case from the United States, a man named Charles B. filed a lawsuit against the Almighty, claiming divine negligence for the misfortunes in his life. However, the court dismissed the case, primarily because God doesn't have a known physical address, making it impossible to serve legal papers. This unusual event raises curious questions about the nature of faith in the legal system. While lawsuits against individuals and corporations are common, petitioning against a deity is quite rare, and adds an interesting twist to discussions about spirituality and accountability. The judge's ruling highlighted the challenges faced when attempting to combine legal concepts with matters of belief. After all, you can't really hope to summon someone who exists in a realm beyond our earthly understanding. What does this tell us about how we view responsibility in our lives? Is it really true that India has the most post offices? Absolutely. India leads the world with over 100,000 post offices, making it a remarkable hub for communication. This enormous network reaches even the most remote corners of the country, from bustling cities to tranquil villages. Imagine the dedication it takes to deliver letters and packages across diverse terrains, including mountains, deserts, and rivers. Each post office plays a vital role, not just in sending mail, but also in providing essential services like banking, insurance, and government information. The Indian postal system, established in 1854, has evolved to embrace modern technology while preserving its rich history. With such a vast reach, post offices in India also foster connections among its diverse population, ensuring everyone can communicate, celebrate, and share. So next time you send a letter, remember the incredible network backing your message. Guess what really drives motel history? The world's first motel opened its doors in San Luis Obispo in 1925, and it changed travel forever. This innovative establishment offered a cozy two-room bungalow, complete with a kitchen and an adjoining private garage, all for the amazing price of just $1.25 per night. Imagine that! With the rise of the automobile in the early 20th century, roadside accommodations became essential for travelers seeking comfort and convenience. This little motel catered to families on road trips, providing a safe place to rest while exploring the open road. The idea quickly caught on, leading to the birth of countless motels across the United States. Today, motels are a staple of American travel, evolving into diverse accommodations that welcome millions. Isn't it fascinating how one small building can spark a whole industry? Guess what really drives fish to survive cold waters? Certain ocean creatures, especially specific fish species, have a cool trick up their sleeves. They possess special proteins called glycoproteins in their blood, which act like natural antifreeze. When temperatures plunge below freezing, these glycoproteins prevent ice crystals from forming inside their bodies. This amazing biological adaptation allows them to thrive in icy environments where most other species would struggle. Imagine swimming freely while surrounded by solid ice. This clever survival strategy is vital for fish living in the chilly depths of oceans and seas across the globe. From the Arctic to the Antarctic, these remarkable creatures exemplify how nature engineers incredible solutions to endure extreme conditions. So the next time you think about the ocean's icy wonders, remember the fish that glide through freezing waters thanks to their antifreeze-filled blood. How cool is that? Did you know Snow is the world's top beer? This Chinese brew has snagged the title of best-selling beer globally, but the reason might surprise you. Snow beer isn't popular all over the world. Instead, its sales are fueled by China's enormous local market and its wallet-friendly price. Imagine millions of liters flowing through the streets of cities like Beijing and Shanghai each year, as many Chinese consumers choose it over other brands. In fact, Snow has become such a staple that it outranks even major international brands like Budweiser and Heineken in sales. The secret to its success lies in its affordability and the sheer volume of drinkers in China, where beer culture thrives. As cities grow and more people enjoy social events, the thirst for Snow beer only increases. So next time someone mentions the best beer, you might think twice about what it really means. Is it about taste? Or could it be all about numbers and local habits? Did you know water takes 90 days to flow downstream? When a drop of water begins its journey in Minnesota, it embarks on an incredible 3,700-kilometer adventure down the mighty Mississippi River all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. Picture this. While we might rush from one place to another, that single drop of water travels through various landscapes, passing through bustling cities and serene nature alike. As it flows, it collects stories of the riverside communities, wildlife, and natural wonders that make this river so iconic. Interestingly, the water also encounters locks and dams that help manage its flow, showing us how humans interact with nature. So the next time you hear about the Mississippi River, remember the long journey every drop undertakes. It's a reminder of the patience of nature and the interconnectedness of ecosystems. What other incredible journeys do you think water takes? You might be shocked to learn that Hull Table exists, a groundbreaking prototype that could change how we dine in restaurants. Imagine sitting at a table where you can see your meal before you even order it. Hull uses augmented reality technology to create a holographic display, allowing you to visualize each dish right on your table. As you browse through the menu, stunning 3D images of delicious meals pop up, complete with vibrant colors and textures that make your mouth water. This innovative design aims to enhance the dining experience by helping customers make informed food choices while making meals feel more enticing. The idea is to bridge the gap between the digital and culinary worlds, transforming a simple meal into an exciting preview adventure. Isn't it fascinating how technology is reshaping our dining experiences? As we move towards a more high-tech future, Hull could be the first of many creative restaurant innovations. What if I told you about the dingo pup? This remarkable little alpine dingo pup gained fame when an eagle dropped him into a backyard in Victoria, Australia. At just 5 weeks old, Wand was extremely lucky to emerge from this wild ordeal with only minor injuries. His story took an even more fascinating turn when DNA tests revealed he is a rare purebred alpine dingo, a breed that is becoming increasingly endangered. Now, Wand calls a conservation sanctuary home, where he plays an important role in raising awareness about the need to protect the dwindling population of pure dingoes in Australia. Dingoes are not just fascinating wild dogs, they play a key role in the ecosystem. By sharing Wand's story, conservationists hope to inspire action to preserve these unique animals, ensuring they continue to thrive in their natural habitat. Will Wand spark a movement to save more dingoes? Get ready to explore Lombard Street's wild twists. This famous street in San Francisco is renowned for its 8 hairpin turns, packed into just one block. Imagine driving your car through those sharp bends, expertly navigating the steep incline. Lombard Street was originally designed back in the 1920s when early automobiles struggled on the city's steep hills. The clever designers figured that these winding turns would make it safer and easier for cars to travel up and down. Today, it feels like an amusement park ride for tourists who flock to this iconic road, capturing photos and experiencing the thrill firsthand. As you wander down the beautifully landscaped pathway, lined with vibrant flowers and charming houses, you can feel the excitement in the air. Whether you're driving or just walking along the sidewalk, Lombard Street offers a unique slice of San Francisco's quirky charm. Have you ever had a chance to visit this twisting wonder? Hard to believe, but jaguarundis are unique cats. These fascinating felines look much more like otters than your everyday house cat. With their sleek, elongated bodies and short legs, jaguarundis have a playful appearance that sets them apart. Unlike many other cats, they can often be found watching over their territory from low branches or bushes, thanks to their agile climbing skills. One of the most surprising things about them is their vocalizations. They produce sounds that resemble bird calls, making it even harder to spot them in the wild. Found mostly in the forests and grasslands of the Americas, jaguarundis are solitary hunters, primarily feeding on small mammals and birds. Despite their elusive nature, they play a crucial role in their ecosystem by keeping prey populations in check. Aren't the secrets of nature just amazing? Hard to believe, but Gene Kelly danced in milk. During one of the most iconic scenes in the classic film Singin' in the Rain. To make the dance sequence truly shine on camera, filmmakers mixed water with milk, giving the scene that dreamy, sparkling look. Imagine a famous star dancing in the pouring rain, his feet splashing through beautifully white-tinted puddles. Despite battling a fever while filming, Gene Kelly's energy and passion shone through in every move. His performance not only captivated audiences, but also set a new standard for dancing in movies. This unforgettable scene continues to inspire dancers and filmmakers alike, reminding us that creativity often comes from thinking outside the box. Have you ever tried dancing in the rain or just enjoying that magical feeling? Guess what really drives presidential burials? Andrew Johnson, the 17th President of the United States, made a unique request for his burial. When he died on July 31st, 1875, he wanted to be laid to rest with a copy of the U.S. Constitution and under an American flag. This choice reflects his deep commitment to American values and the democratic principles the Constitution embodies. Johnson, who was a key figure during the Reconstruction era, believed that these items symbolized his dedication to the nation and its governance. His burial site serves as a poignant reminder of his presidency and the turbulent times he faced. Even in death, Johnson wanted to highlight the importance of the Constitution in shaping America's future. Today, visitors to his grave can appreciate not just a historical figure, but the enduring legacy of the ideals he cherished. What might future leaders wish to include in their own burials? Let's uncover the truth about Segway Polo. This exciting sport is taking the world by storm, blending traditional polo with modern technology. Teams from different countries compete on Segway personal transporters, adding a unique twist to the classic game. One of the best parts about Segway Polo is that it's accessible to everyone. There are no strict fitness requirements or age limits, making it perfect for players of all backgrounds. Imagine riding a Segway while skillfully hitting a ball with a mallet. The sport promotes teamwork, strategy, and a sense of community as players from various nations come together to compete. As more people discover this fun and inclusive game, it's growing in popularity all around the globe. So why not hop on a Segway and give it a try? You might just find yourself in the thrilling world of Segway Polo.